Now, now let's discuss about how we can change the elements of a dictionary. So for this, let's take the most simpler example. So I'm going to say my dict, and I'm going to change this to a equals 1 and b equals 2, for example. Okay, so now if we look at my dict, I've actually changed it to a1 and b2. So let's say we have given the value of a as 1, but I wanted to change this 1 to, let's say, the number 20. That is, for the key a, I need the value to be 20 instead of 1. So the easiest method that we can do is, we can simply say my dict of a. This will give me the element 1, but now we wanted, instead of 1, we wanted the number 20. So I can simply say equals 20, and if I run this, Python will accept it. So by this you can actually change the number. So you can see, after running the particular command in line 16, in line 17 when we check, we are able to see this a has this value 20 associated with it, and not the value 1 that was associated previously. Okay, similarly, what if I wanted to add a new key value pair to my dictionary? Okay, so let's say I wanted to add this key value pair C3 to this particular dictionary. Okay, so the easiest way of doing this is I write the key, that is C, and I give the value in equals. So if I write C3, and now if I check my dictionary, you can see the third value now has come as C3. This is what we exactly wanted. Okay, now let's see how we can remove elements from the dictionary. So for this, I'm going to again create a new set of dictionary. So let's say this time, let's call it my dict2, and let's create the dictionary. So dict, so 1 equals 1, 2 equals 8, 3 equals 27, 4 equals 64, and 5 equals 125. So if you look at the numbers, you can clearly see that I have only taken the cubes of every key. That is, the value provided is nothing but the cube of the key. Okay, so here is providing us some error. So I'm going to switch back to the other method, that is the using the sets. So let's take 1 is to 1, 2 is to 2, sorry, 2 is to 8, 3 is to 27, alright. So this is the new dictionary that we have. Now let's say I want to remove this 2 is to 8, this key value pair from our dictionary. Now the easiest way of doing that is using the pop method. So I simply say my dict2 dot pop, and I provide the key. Okay, so we wanted to remove this 2 is to 8 from this particular dictionary. So if you provide that, it will give you the value 8. That is, this particular key value pair doesn't exist anymore. Okay, we can check that by checking our dictionary. So you can see after 1, 2 has been eliminated. Okay, now this one other method which is not very frequently used because of the nature of that method. That is, if you want to remove an item, but you want to remove a random item. Okay, you're not sure which item is going to be removed, but some random item will be removed. So to do that, you can use this method called pop item. Okay, and inside the braces you do not give anything. You simply say pop item and you run this. So you can see it has removed this value of 5 comma 125. Okay, and now if we look at my dig2, this particular key value pair will not exist. Okay, now what if we want to remove all our elements from our dictionary, that is we want to make it a blank set. Okay, so the easiest way of doing that is using the clear method. So we say clear, and when we run this, now if we check my dig2, it will be a blank dictionary. Okay, and finally if you actually want to delete the entire dictionary, we have already seen this method called del, and after del you're just going to provide the name. So we'll just provide my dig2 and we run this, and this entire dictionary is gone. So if we write my dig2 now and we run this, Python will simply say it's not able to find my dig2 because this has been deleted in line 28. Okay, now let's look at the methods that are available to us inside a dictionary. Okay, and for this let's stick to the first dictionary that we have, that is MindDict, where we had A20, B2 and C3. So let's say I want to look at all the elements but as a key value pair. Okay, so instead of looking at the dictionary like this, I want them to be in the braces of key value pairs. So to do that, what we can simply do is we can use this method called items. Okay, so like we said, every dictionary has a set of items which are nothing but key value pairs. So we have this method called items, and if we run this, we get those particular elements in the key value pair format. Okay, so dictionary items, and it has given us those key value pair format in line number 31. Now, the next thing is, if somebody wants only the keys, they're not interested to know what the values are, but they just want to know what are the keys available to us inside the dictionary. Okay, to get the keys, we simply have this method called keys, and we can run this. And you can see now it is only providing us the keys, that is ABC. Okay, now similar to keys, there is also values where we want to know only the values and not the keys. And now it is going to give us those values 20, 2 and 3. Okay, what you have to understand is, depending on your need, you can use any of these methods. So if you want to know what are the key and values simultaneously, you can use dot items. If you want to understand only what are the keys, you're going to use the keys method. Similarly for the values method. Now, suppose I want to know what are the total number of elements. Okay, that is what are total number of key value pairs available to me. But I just need a number. I don't want to count them. So the easiest way of doing that is using the len method, that is short for length. Okay, so len of MindDict will give me 3. That is, this particular dictionary, that is MindDict, has 3 key value pairs that are inside it. Okay, now like the nested list that we have seen, we can also create the nested dictionaries. Okay, so let's first look at MindDict, and we had A20, B2 and C3. Let's say I want to create another element, but this time this particular element should also be a dictionary in itself. Okay, so this fourth element that I'm going to provide is actually a dictionary inside a dictionary. So that would mean an nested dictionary. So let's see how we can do it. So let's say I'm going to give the key as ABC. Okay, and this time we are going to create this using another dictionary, and this dictionary will have A equals 1, B equals 50, and C equals 100. Okay, so if you run this, and now if you check my deck, you can see that these were the first three elements that we had previously, A20, B2 and C3. But the fourth element now, the key is ABC that we have provided here, but the value associated with ABC is nothing but another dictionary. Okay, so this is an example of a nested dictionary. So this is what I had for you guys in this video. Thank you.